Iran's Quds Force commander, General Ismail Khani, he has issued one of Tehran's strongest public warning in recent months. According to reports, he declared that Israel must withdraw from southern Lebanon or risk being forced to flee. These words immediately attracted international attention. Why? Because every statement made by commander of Quds, it carries a lot of weight. Now, the Quds Force, it is the overseas operation wing of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. It has played a major role in Iran's military strategy across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. So, whenever its commander speaks, intelligence agencies, military planners, or maybe the government around the globe pay the attention. The warning comes at a time when tension along the Israel-Lebanon border that remains extremely fragile. Although larger-scale fighting it has reduced following the recent peace agreement, maybe occasional exchanges of fire and military activity continue to keep both the sides on high alert. Now, the statement it has also fueled speculation across international media. That's right. Could another confrontation begin anytime soon? The world is really scared. Is this simply psychological pressure or maybe just a fake story? Well, lastly, is Iran attempting to strengthen its negotiation position while peace talks do continue? Well, for now, there is no official evidence suggesting an attack is imminent here. Well, military analysts caution that such statements they are often intended to send political and strategic messaging rather than announce the immediate military action here. Nevertheless, Israel continues maintaining a high military alert across the western border. In fact, surveillance operations remain active, air defense systems continue operating, and security officials are monitoring every development very carefully. Well, the bigger concern is that one mistake, it could rapidly change the whole situation. Basically, one rocket, one drone, one cross-border incident, and that could be enough to trigger another dangerous escalation. That is exactly why world leaders, they continue urging restraint. Because after months of conflict, nobody wants another war just to begin, just when diplomacy appears to be making progress here. Well, for decades, the relationship between the US and Israel, it has been considered one of Washington's strongest strategic partnership. Well, both the nations have shared intelligence, in fact, military technology, with that defense cooperation and common security objectives. But recent developments suggest that regional politics may be entering a new phase now. According to reports, the US is moving forward with a military package worth nearly $700 million that could strengthen Turkey's air capabilities. Although the proposal is still attracting political attention here, it has already generated concern inside Israel. Why? Because relation between Turkey and Israel, it has become increasingly tense over the past several years. Both the nations have disagreed over Gaza, regional security, broader West Asian policy. In fact, diplomatic exchanges have frequently turned into public disagreement. Now, the possibility of enhanced American military support for Turkey, it has naturally raised a lot of questions. Is Washington changing its priorities? Is the US trying to maintain a balance between regional powers, or is this simply part of broader NATO strategy rather than message directed at Israel? Well, experts believe the answer it is likely more complicated. Turkey remains one of NATO's most important members. It controls access to the Black Sea through the Bosporus Strait. Well, it occupies one of the world's most strategic geographic locations, connecting Europe, Asia, and West Asia. In the meantime, from Washington's POV, maintaining strong defense ties with Ankara, that remains important despite any political disagreement. And at the very same time, Israeli officials continue watching every development very carefully because every military sale has kind of potential to influence the regional balance of power. The story also comes at a particularly sensitive moment because Israel is already adjusting to the new US-Iran peace process. Regional allies are shifting. In fact, diplomatic priorities are evolving, and countries across West Asia are recalculating their strategies.